I had run from the cottage in a blind fear, having time only to grab my shotgun and a handful of shells. Hours or minutes later, when the madness finally fled from my heart, I found myself lost but blessedly alone. I grabbed the ammo, knowing that my life might depend on it. I felt a surge of hope as I reloaded. I don't know why, but I love to reload during a battle. The bracken in that part of the forest was thick, forming a maze of twisty passages all alike. I came across a large glade filled with flowers of queer and disturbing aspect. The sickly sweet smell of the night bloomers hit me like a physical force. I found myself again at the maze of twisty paths, thinking perhaps another path might lead me true, to freedom and escape. I could make out nothing unique amongst the dank foliage and bracken. I cannot recall if I'd passed that patch of woods before. My pockets bulged to fullness with shells. Ammo would not be a worry for quite some time. What could be said of that particular patch of forest, other than that it had an overabundance of damp foliage and a corresponding dearth of landmarks? Tentacled horror after tentacled horror fell to my bullets. How long my luck would last, I could not tell. An old New England cemetery. At least whoever found me would not need to carry me far, I thought grimly. I remember that grave was particularly worn and old-looking, yet the earth had seemed newly disturbed, as if someone had recently been buried. Or unburied? Shot after shot, my aim remained true, and the dirt grew dark with ink and blood. I fumbled with the bullets, hurriedly placing them into the chamber, breathless with fear. The cemetery. No doubt some malevolent force or subliminal wish for death had urged me into returning again that night. In his house at Rillia, dead Miguel waits dreaming was carved into the stone in a primitive hand. Having fired the last bullet, I wandered around like an impotent fool, the empty gun gripped tightly in my hands. The epitaph read, "Here lies S. Moyle." He spoke and then was silent. gravestone was completely blank. Despite that, someone had left flowers recently. The statue was hideously familiar. Had there been more linking those sea demons to this place than my own foolish act that night? The gravestone's text was obscured by a heavy coating of lichen and what looked like a patch of barnacles? What could be said of that particular patch of forest, other than that it had an overabundance of damp foliage and a corresponding dearth of landmarks? As the blessed light of dawn broke through the trees, the nocturnal sea devils bubbled and melted in a foul-smelling fog. Burnt seaweed mingled with a sickly sweetness like rotten fruit. My eyes teared and stung, but I knew I would live another day. Had I known what the future held for me, I may have wished otherwise.